Yeah, we back. South Park and South Trill Talk. You know what I'm saying? Part 135. You know what I'm saying? I had to get another better connection, man. We running on channel tonight. Shit, much love to everybody out there that tuned in 135. Shit, tuned in with Sara Bee, singer, songwriter out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let catch up on the self, man. Shout out to my nigga Clint Carter for coming out last time. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga, you know what I'm saying, Sarah Joy out there, you know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing y'all thing on the artist. Like I say, man, you're a product of your environment out there. You doing your thing out there. Do your thing. That's the main thing. Never give up on your dreams out there. Mama gonna bring in, let her tell about herself. This South Park and South Trill Talk 135 out there. You know what I'm saying? Much love out there, everybody that tuned in. Style. Where we at, man. I'm gonna turn my music down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Get everything situated. Much love out there. You know what I'm saying? You in?
Hey.
What's up now? You know what I'm saying? Turn the music down a little bit. Much love out there, man. Hey, what took you so long? I see you grind out state to state out there, you know what I'm saying? I be checking you out, you know what I'm saying? Can you hear me?
So I can hear you. You're breaking up a little bit, but I can still hear what you're saying.
Okay. I'm gonna go up a little bit. Can you hear me better now?
Yeah, I can hear you a little better. So I've been doing music for about 4 or 5 years now. What inspires me is my purpose. It's what I love to do. It's what I do every day. So I just wake up and, get to it in whatever that is, whether that's songwriting or being an artist or, just different stuff that kind of makes it a whole.
That's what's up. You keep talking. I'm just putting people in here and stuff. I'm
Yeah,
doing the same.
I'm so tickled. You remind me of my uncle.
Yeah, I'm knowing. Yeah, Jay Judge. Yeah, he real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Tell him I said what's up. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. But what makes you inspired? Why can't you say your music inspiring the young breed out there?
So I haven't been doing a lot of music for myself. I've been doing a lot of songwriting for other artists. But what inspires me is I just try to be as transparent as possible with whatever I'm going through at the moment, whether it's just a life experience of growing pains or getting older or getting younger, whatever it is. I just try to be transparent and just open my heart and let people see what's in my heart and what I got to say and how I feel. Because somebody else may feel that way and they just haven't had the time to express it or to understand how they feel. And so when somebody sings something that's so relatable, it just hits you different. So
What made you go that way and take your grind to Atlanta out there? What's your grind of the South of that voice?
So, I knew when I graduated high school, I wanted to be in the South. I wanted to move away, but I still wanted to be in the South. So I was like, you know what? Atlanta's like the place to be. It's either Atlanta, Texas, Nashville, LA. So, like, if you're doing music, like, those are most of the hot spots. Or Memphis and Nashville, but,
Days you think, being that way and making sure you have an education with your music out there. What can you say on what's different when grinding with an education and grinding without now?
So I'm not in school. I didn't go to college.
Hey, move your camera around. Yeah, froze up. You probably have to come back in. Hey, come back in.
So funny.
Hey,
Hello.
come back. We'll go back over there because you had froze up.
Oh, I was just saying so I didn't go to college. I just came out here and kind of got straight to the music. Thank God I got put in some big rooms with people who could, you know, help further my career. But I didn't go to school. But if somebody else is in school pursuing music, like, I love that. You know, get your education, build you a stable life. But I like to take risks. I just wake up and figure it out every day. You know, I'm like, you know what, I might go to this session, do this, do whatever. But, you know, I want to be focused. I don't like to have too many different things going on. Like, if I'm going to do music, I want to do it 100%. If I'm going to do school, I want to do it 100%. But I understand that people have lives and responsibilities, and they have to, you know, get an education while they're doing music so they can have a, you know, stable situation.
That's what's up. Hey, I see you've been around the music game for a while on that level, being in rooms with different people. What have you learned on the kind of producers that can crack a record? You feel what I'm saying? The ones that can actually break a record out there. What can you say about the ones that do music and the ones that actually can break? I know you have some experience at that now.
So as far as people who can really break a record,
yeah,
you can kind of look at someone's track record, and you can look at how they carry themselves in a room. And there's a lot of like vocal production and songwriting and a lot of behind the things that go into like these big records. Like, you think they just went in the studio and just made this off the top of their head by themselves with one person? No, like, these rooms be 20 people deep. It's like a whole, you know, some artists have songwriting camps where people just sit and write, you know, for this person, and they may cut it. So it's a lot of different processes that goes into like these really big songs. Not knocking the people who do, you know, get some traction off of a song they just want to record it, but it's like, it's a script that you can follow to make a hit. Like, sometimes you can just make one off the rip, but sometimes you can just go by what the OGs in the music industry say. Just, I mean, even like big records are important down to whether they're like minor or major or what key they're in, you know, because different keys like trigger different things in the brain. So when you have somebody in the room that knows stuff like that, it's going to be a total different outcome with whatever song or record you're going to do.
What can you say on that part of actually looking at? I know you've probably been around rappers with it, and I know you've been around singers with it. And what's the difference with the units to be sold, it's classified getting somewhere? Because some people come out with albums, they might only sell that many, probably a hot record, but don't sell that much. And some people might come out one and sell a lot. What can you say about rappers and singers with the units being sold?
What question are you asking? I don't understand.
Like on the unit part, you know, like it's different for a singer and a rapper, because you know you have to sell more units when you're a singer out there. You have to sell way more records than you do when you're a singer than a rapper.
So it's all about like DSPs now. So it's just however your numbers are streaming on digital streaming platforms.
Yeah.
So it's not really.
What can you say about this streaming world now?
It's the same. I don't. As of what I know, I don't know everything, but I don't think there's like a difference between genres. It's just how many people stream your song, how many people purchase it. Like, it doesn't depend on whether it's rock, gospel, country, R&B, rap.
You think these days is streaming helping a lot? Do you think it's doing a lot for the artists waiting for the money, or artists getting a deal at the time? What can you say about that part of the streaming game that you're learning so much?
So the more that you have on your own as an independent, the more leverage you can get going to a label. I'll just put it that way. So the more you can do on your own, the more a label will give you, because that's kind of less work they got to do. Yeah. If not, they're going to send you through artist development, then they're going to be trying to build your fan base, find your audience. But if you already got that, and if they can just times 1,000 with, you know, a good budget, then you good.
That's the main thing. What can you say about the budget these days on people taking chances or 360 deals out there? But, you know, a lot of people don't be want to sign them.
I'm not gonna stick too much on what I know, and I can't tell nobody what to do with their career, but you know.
No, I'm just saying on the part of the business side, because like I tell people, you have to be into the business of your careers these days, and being that way, You have to know like specific things. Sometimes people just be want to do
Right.
music with no knowledge of
So
it.
there's no point of a 360 deal, just from a logical, common sense standpoint. 360 is a complete circle. So if you start right here, 360, your ass gonna be right back right there. So why would you do that?
Hey, that do make a lot of sense. I be telling
So
people do 180s.
that's all. That's all I gotta say about that. Your ass gonna be right back where you started.
Yeah. What can you say about actually having your music recorded right? Because sometimes people, you came to the game with your music recorded right. Just imagine the ones that start up and don't have it recorded right. I know you had your experience with that.
If you don't use Pro Tools, I don't want to hear the shit. Even though
That's what's up.
You need an engineer that knows what he's doing, because an engineer can really make or break your sound. Like he can make you like give you a sound that's like solid, and people notice you as soon as they turn some shit on, they hear you sing the first note. Or you can just be all over the place, and So I recommend, like, if you can't engineer yourself, you need to pay somebody. Like this is a business. To make money, you have to spend money, so you just need to pay for an engineer.
That's what's up.
That knows what he's doing. And as in Arkansas, the only person that I know that knows what he's doing is Braceface. He built the studio in El Dorado, so yeah. Or they need to drive to Little Rock. But
I had one thing I learned with that, because I got my sound a long time ago, and a major engineer, shout out to John Stokes. He told me don't never mess my sound up. Once you get your sound, don't mess it up. Don't go recording in anybody's studio.
No, or even if you do record in anybody's studio, it's important to know like your vocal chain, like what you like on your vocals, so you can be like, oh, I use this, this, and this. You can't let everybody just figure out your sound. You gotta be like, well, I usually use this, and I sing in this key, and this is my comfortable key. This is, stuff like that.
What you classify your sound? You got your original sound out there. You think you do? Think you got your signature sound? What's good?
No, I'm going under artist development right now, under this label. So they definitely changed how I sound. So none of my music like out now sounds how it's like sounding. Except for I just did a song with Trill, and I was able to like just tap back into like my comfortable sound, So that was a cool opportunity I had the other night, a couple nights ago.
How challenging it is following someone else's lead sometimes. That's real challenging. You learning more.
It's not that hard for me. I try to put my pride out the way, and if somebody has a track record of success and they know more than I know, I'm gonna fall in line and listen. Like, I'm not gonna fight it from somebody who knows what they're doing, a professional. Like, I'm just not. Now, if I don't think you know what you're talking about and you have no evidence or receipts, I'm not gonna listen to shit you're saying. Because there's so many people that try to tell me what to do, like my whole life, family members that know nothing about the industry, friends, just random people that just be like, you need to do this.
Yeah.
So you just have to find a reliable source.
I salute that. But my thing is with that, like you just said, is, you know what I'm saying, believe yourself with that, because a lot of people, they don't be into it.
Yeah. And then another thing is, people are always like, follow this person, do that. Trust yourself. Tap in with yourself and trust yourself, because only you know what's like really best for you. So you have to see how you feel like when, certain things come up. Just trust your intuition and your God too. Trust God. You need God in your life.
What can you say about the industry these days? Like artists, the look, having the look, basically, like having your appearance down together.
It's a business, so it's a brand. Like, you go to Starbucks and you see the green stuff and you see the girl. You go to Chick-fil-A, you see the C and they got red. You go to McDonald's, it's yellow and red. Like, it's a brand, and so you identify McDonald's when you see the yellow M. So that's the same way you need to be able to identify an artist. It's very simple, So you're not gonna see McDonald's putting their shit in the Wendy's bag,
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. What's the difference in music of, not being like sounding much South. You think South outsells other sides of the globe, like East Coast, West Coast, or you see that part of the game with music support?
So I think in the South we think we're doing something because we don't open our horizon to bigger things, but niggas in LA is like really getting money. Like we get money, you know, 5K for a show, do this, do that, got a feature with that, and we just like look up to bigger people in the South, but you don't see a lot of people from the South connecting with niggas in LA because that's like big money. Like they have pub deals and you know a lot of stuff like that. So
What you think about the visual going with the music these days? You think the visual is very important too? What can you say about the visual?
So I think it's more about like the content at this point, you know, with social media and stuff. So it's more about the content you have online, and then if the content does good and the song sticks, then you do a video. But now you don't have to do a video for every song. Just get that shit going on TikTok or something like that.
You think what's different with you having a big following like from Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook? Because you know some people be want to sign you sometimes to your followers, but you might don't sound nothing just because you got a big following base. You might don't sound worth nothing to a person that got a little following base. What can you say about the
So the
following base?
thing is, like, people follow you for a reason. So if people start following you because you're making funny videos, they're going to want more funny videos. If they start following you because you're showing your body, they're going to want to see more of your body. So whatever you get your followers from, that's what they're going to want from you. So you could, you know, try to sneak music in there. It's either going to go or it's not. So, yeah. Followers really don't mean anything because they're following you for a reason. So long as you know that reason they following you and you can keep hitting them with what they want, you'll be fine. But followers don't really mean anything if I get famous for doing hair and then I try to sneak a little song on the side. I'm going to get 10,000 likes on my hair videos. Then on my singing video, I'm going to have, you know, 10 likes.
Yeah.
They're not following me to listen to music. They following me to get their hair done, you know? So it's just simple.
Yeah. You think that plays a big part in where you support you like go to get venues from sometimes though? How can you how you develop venues out there?
A following is definitely a good look. It's like your Instagram, your social media is almost like your resume.
Yeah.
Like that's where they're gonna look. You be like, oh, I want da 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 to perform. The first thing they ask, what's their Instagram? They really don't even care about like the music is such a small percent of the music business. Like it's the brand, how you look, you know, the swag, who you bringing with you. Like it's just you just gotta make it like your brand, you know.
Yeah. You think these days you have to bring more than one thing with music?
Yeah,
Like
it's not about the music. Like it's about the brand, the look, who you attract, the type of shows you can do, who you connected to. Like it's not like the music is a very small part. Because there's niggas who got, you know, deals that have no business having deals like musically and sonically, but they got the look, the swag, the sound, you know, the following. So
yeah. Hey, give your understanding of what's a promotional team to a management team, because you know people have to have a management team same way making money while you sleep. You feel me? Someone that's gonna
so
be out there
managers are
helping.
they're gonna manage what you give them to manage. So you got this coming up, they'll manage that, they'll do this. So they kind of work for you. A promoting team is trying to get you out there. So it's just finding different ways. Like you got club promoters, you got venue promote, like all this. It's kind of like a marketing. No, marketing team and promoters are different, but they're just like trying to promote you. But as a manager, you're supposed to manage what the artist gives you to manage.
Yeah.
You know, whether that's music or they got shows and you got to make sure everything in line or whatever.
Yeah. I'm gonna go one place. Particular question. What can you say about abortion out there? You think it's more for a woman to have more control of her own body, or the state to have control? What do you say about abortion?
Abortions?
Yes.
I feel like it's up to the woman's decision. I'm not gonna speak for another woman, and nor should anyone else, especially a man, speak for anybody. That's her body, so she can do whatever she want to do with it. It's no discussion. I don't even know why people make it a discussion to figure out what somebody else should do with their body. Like, how is that even a discussion?
I think it should be on the woman to have more control of her own body than the state telling her what she can do with her own.
Absolutely.
That's I think that. What can you say about suicide, mental health, and bullying? Put them together.
Okay. So mental health is very important, and everybody needs to tap into that and stop ignoring, your traumas, because whatever you ignore that comes from your childhood will show up in your relationships, whether it's like business relationship, relationships, marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. And bullying is, I don't understand how some people do it, but they seem to do it. But you just keep moving and don't pay no attention to it, because people always have shit to say. Like in the comments when people be going off on people, that's bullying, and people just laugh at it, and keep going. But it's crazy that people are grown and feel like they have so much say so.
What you think about suicide with that? You think people should have someone they can reach out to other than a hotline? What can you say about that part of people actually having someone to talk to in certain situations?
People need to stop talking to people and talk to the Lord. That's my take on that, because we all have our own problems. Quit trying to call Keisha and Joe, and because I get tired of when people call me with their problems. Like, I got my own problems. Like, I can only hear so much of what you got going on, but find God. Like, He'll give you peace in your heart. Like if you pray the right prayer and you go to sleep, God will take away all the pain, all the thoughts. But you gotta trust God and stop trying to think that you talking to this person will help you.
Yeah. What can you say about that part of being from a gospel, of your experiences, the people that's coming from gospel music might want to do R&B music type of stuff, not just have sexual music with there, but R&B music too. What's different from gospel music, your standpoint, in R&B?
I feel like gospel music and R&B music are the same thing. You just singing it to a different person. Because if you know a song "Love" by Music Soul Child, he wrote that song. It was supposed to be a gospel song, then it turned out to be a love song, but he wrote it to God. So,
what can you say about black women being distorted these days in the music due to the R. Kelly bullshit? What can you say about how you can get out black women today?
I don't speak on cases.
I ain't on the case part. I'm talking about part is the black women on how they not misled no more. You don't have nothing. The misled part these days are black women based upon they come out and they might be one. The nigga think because they can sing and stuff, they can get distorted from their mindset of what they know about the music game. That's what I was telling about the business part these days. You have to learn the business part to know what you can't fall for anything. What can you say about that? Because it's like, I be looking at the teen stars that come out and how to stay relevant 10 years later. You feel me?
You always need somebody around you from your beginning. So to keep you grounded and to know when things are wrong. And then you can't just surround yourself with 10 new people. They're going to take you down a whole different path. You got to keep some of your own people in that circle. So when some shit funny, like, they be like, oh no, that's not right. And also pray to God for discernment. Like, prayers can fix a lot of people's problems. So yeah, that's always my go-to answer. Pray. You come complaining to me, pray. You mad, pray.
That's what's up. You think about reality shows, you think they fit careers out there? Would you ever take a chance with reality shows out there?
Like TV pays, like, especially TV. If you get your music put on a TV show, like, that's big money. Reality TV can help build your brand and build an audience. So it's all a stepping stone. You can't just do one thing and stay in a lane. Like, a lot of artists do music, do concerts, then you go on shows, and then you in other people's videos and features. Like, you just gotta be in people's faces as much as possible. That's the only way you're gonna be a force.
Yeah. So, you think venues these days pay anything? How they go about getting venues book these days? You think
Yeah,
it's easy or
yeah, I was able to see like a little insight of a show that somebody around me is planning. You know, this artist just got like 40 bands to just come perform for 5 minutes. Like, it was somebody who wanted like 100K to perform, you know, a 30-minute set. So they paying, and people had the money. So like,
how
it's big money out here. You just gotta get in the right circles to like see how big it really is. So
how important is choreography these days with you? You think you need that, or is best just roll solo and let them build your
no,
choreography? That's what.
people want to see. So it depends on your audience, but people want to see a show. Like, especially if people paying for like tickets, they want to see a show. Now, if you just at the club, you can just, you know, do your little thing and going on. But if people are paying for a show at a venue, you know, you need some type of entertainment.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But it was so nice talking to you. I gotta wrap it up.
Hey, I
Get
was
back
just
to
gonna
my
say
question.
the last question. If you could change anything in your past, what would it be and what would you do different? That was the last one.
If I could change anything in the past, what would I do differently? Nothing. This
That's
shit
what's
working.
up.
It's working out how it's supposed to work out. It's all God's plan, so why would I go back and change? Absolutely not.
What can they get your music at from Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and all that? What can they
So
get
you
it?
guys can follow me on most social medias at the Sara Bee. So TheeSarabee.
Instagram too?
Yep.
Or
Yep. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook.
they all same?
Yep. The Sara Bee. You gotta make it easy for people to find you.
Hey, drop a track on the screen too. Let somebody hear a little snippet of something, what you're working with coming up, or what you could have put out or something. Let them hear something of you so they can know which way to go. Might want to hear you on that. Put a track or something you did right there so you can see it on the video. More likely to see what you're working with out there.
I'll hold on to it a little bit longer.
That's what's up. Well, much love, man, for coming on, man. I salute you out there. You know what I'm saying? It's South Arkansas Trill Talk 135, chillin' Sara Bee, dropping game out there. Hey, I salute you out there. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing you. Go keep falling. Keep seeing where you know what I'm saying, coming up with. I'm trying to see what you're working with. I heard you a little bit, but I know that you be coming with it, though. I heard your shit. And people might want to do tracks with you. How they get in touch with you? Email you or something. You got to email.
Send me a DM and we'll work it out at the price right.
That's what's up. What's up? Much love out there. Take care out there. One. Yeah, man. Yeah, South Arkansas Trill Talk 135 out there, man. Shit, like I say, man, everybody welcome out there, you know what I'm saying? It's much love out there. Like I say, man, doing singers, rappers, all artists, you know what I'm saying? Different states, man. If you're consistent out there, keep doing your thing out there. That's what it's about, you know what I'm saying? Consistent. And like I say, man, if you know you out there grinding, don't really wait to get yourself brand up, you know what I'm saying? Do your thing like this so that way you'll know for a fact where you at with yourself, because you know what I'm saying, ideas out there real easy to steal, so you gonna have to be up on your shit, man. But this South Arkansas Trill Talk 135 out there, man. Tune in next, man. We gonna see what we got working with, man. I'm trying to pull some more up for the night out. Much love out there. One.